This is called What Research Shows. Let me give you some background. It cost North $10,000 to do this. This is a document that disproves the position held by the American Psychological Association. The American Psychological Association says three things officially. Number one, psychotherapy does not change sexual orientation. It doesn't work. Fact number two, if you try to change a homosexual through therapy, you're only going to create more harm. They're going to become more depressed, more suicidal, more self-destructive. They're going to internalize their homophobia, et cetera, et cetera. Fact number three, there is no greater pathology in the gay community compared to the heterosexual community. This 600 referenced document disproves those three claims because we're fighting the American Psychological Association. We're trying to change that. And so we submitted this document to them. They tried, and we're going to hear an answer pretty soon, August or September, because there is a task force that is going to evaluate those three decisions and then make a recommendation to the board of directors. Now, we tried to get ourselves on that task force, and all of us who are on my side, Stanton Jones, myself, and a few others, were rejected, and only gays were selected for that task force. And not only are they gay, but they're gay activists. So, and they're going to be giving a decision pretty soon. So that's why we got this, and we're putting that in their hands and in the hands of the board of directors, basically challenging APA to stick to science. This is being sold, I think it's at the bookstore, $15, but if you're interested in the topic, this is solid. It's absolutely solid. I want to, if you know a teenager who's not sure, and he thinks he has a gay gene, and he's not sure which way to go, and that therapy or healing is, by the way, documentation that people change without therapy. People just normally come out of homosexuality for whatever reason. This is a document to convince the ambivalent adolescent. If you have a liberal friend who thinks you're crazy for even trying, give him this, a conversation ender. If you are dealing with a pastor who is ambivalent, who doesn't want to take a stand, put this on the desk, conversation is over. I just want to read the last paragraph. So this is the summary, I'm going to read it to you real quick. Researchers have shown that homosexuals, notably homosexual men, but in some areas homosexual women, have greater prevalence of pathology. Remember, pathology is defined as self-defeating, maladaptive, self-destructive behaviors, okay? More than the general population. This is supported by studies that demonstrate that suicidal risk-taking, unprotected sex, antisocial behavior, violence, higher levels of substance abuse, general suicidality, higher levels of promiscuity and non-monogamous primary relationships, higher levels of paraphilias, which is basically fetishes, sexual addiction, personality disorder, overall pathology. As a rule of thumb, many of these problematic behaviors and psychological dysfunctions are experienced among homosexuals at about 3 times the prevalence found in the general population, and sometimes much more. The preceding materials show that many different pathological traits are more prevalent in homosexuals than in heterosexual groups. We believe that no other group of comparable size in society experiences such intense and widespread pathology. This is not about gay bashing. This is about if you have a 17-year-old who doesn't know which way to go, you say, here, look at this. If you go in this direction, this is what you're going to encounter. And if you go in this direction, you're more likely to avoid those. We're talking about national health care. I'm sure you've been listening to it. And Obama is talking about expending money in prevention. Well, I can tell you that not having the self-gay label is the strongest statistical prevention against these pathologies.